Welcome, everybody, to Off the Top. It's been a little bit since we did an episode, but I had to move. I had to get that situated, but we're situated now, and we are ready to do this. So welcome to another episode. We hope you guys are having a fantastic day, a beautiful day. It's beautiful over here. Hopefully it's beautiful where you guys are at. Of course, as always, joining me on Off the Top are two of my favorite people. We've got the King, who always graces us with his presence. King Ken.
Yeah.
He has arisen once more.
Been here more than JKT, I think.
Oh, Lord. Here he goes with that. All right,
Start as you mean to go on.
And, of course, the man that comes on his steed, Rodeo Reed. Comes and goes, man.
You thought about that beforehand, didn't you?
I did.
He may have some stuff written down.
No, I don't. None of this is scripted. This is pure raw.
Right on.
Purely off the top.
Purely off the top here. So thank you guys for joining us. We've got, as always, good stuff for you. Off the top, as always, you know what it is. We talk about what we want, whatever we want, why we want to. It doesn't matter. And it's always off the top. So always, I have to get these disclaimers because I don't want viewers to start taking it seriously. What we say is our opinion. These are not facts. It's our opinion, our thoughts.
They're facts to me.
Except when your opinions are facts.
Exactly. When your opinions are facts, it's facts. Other than that, it's not. So whatever we say, don't worry about it, okay? But anyway, let's go ahead.
Because we're better than you.
Yes. We are better than 90% of...
We are
Ken, you were thinking
humans.
it. That's why you got the crown on your head, because you were thinking, you're like, mere peasants. I am better than all ye. Every step of the way. But I know these guys are ready to get into some juicy stuff.
Me and Ken have watched the latest episode of Demon Slayer, bro. Demon Slayer has come to life. This is bursting forth. Like
bursting with flavor.
I'm telling you, bro. Like that 15-minute sequence of him fighting
it was like one of the best animated things.
Oh my god. I haven't seen something that good in years, from the music to the way the art design was on his final Hanakiro or whatever.
I like how
God.
The blade came down on his neck and it sounded like a hammer striking an anvil.
And you see the impact of it coming out the other side of his neck with the particle effects, and it's like, and then when it creates the circle of radiating lightsaber energy, and oh my god, dude! And the music was crescendoing at that moment. Oh no, masterfully.
I like how
excited to say that.
I am so excited about this show. Like, I'm so glad that
the biggest hard on he's had in a long time.
Dude, it's so rare because in American entertainment, it's like everything is turning to crap. Harry Potter sucks now, at least to me.
You done triggered it half of
the
America.
the newer movies, and like Star Wars. I mean, we've done podcasts on Star Wars. The Hobbit, just all these. James Bond is now I'm sorry to say, a black lesbian, and it's like, this is where we're at now in America, and whatever. So many things are going down the toilet, that to see an anime, like something new, something that's creative, and something that's just beautifully done like that, I gotta clap for it, man.
All right, let's all clap for it right here, guys.
Yeah, you gotta clap for it.
Good job, guys.
Get those claps in.
I'm proud.
But Jeremis doesn't watch it, so you gotta take.
But Jeremis doesn't watch it.
Okay, look, I have a lot of animes I gotta catch up on, so excuse me.
You really need to watch Demon Slayer.
I will watch it. It's on my list. It's on my list. I just have to get to it.
In the list.
So what gets me about it, Reed, is like, how did this man forget about that technique?
Yeah. It's the classic. Hey, look, man, it's not without its fault. Because it's like, you know what it reminded me of? What? That part in Pacific Rim where they get grabbed by the pterodactyl kaiju, and they're getting yanked up into the sky, and then the girl remembers, oh yeah, we have a sword on this arm, and I'm like, oh yeah, why were you not using that before? Reasons. And it's like there's a little bit of like, okay, but I have to overlook that.
So, but it makes it it kind of explains why that guy, the main demon guy, for some reason doesn't like or is trying to get him for having those earrings. because
Mhm.
his father said that he promised someone to pass down the dance and
To
the earrings.
pass at that dance and the earrings. So his
Yeah.
father learned it from someone that the demon lord must be connected to. So
Yeah.
oh god, yeah. They tied in the story, like the story was progressing, and then when Nezuko hit that exploding
Exploding.
blood art, oh, I'm getting all of this out of the way now. This is I'm
I swear,
purging
it
this.
sounds like just Risa having a pure orgasm right now. It's just,
Look,
it's
you
just
know
an
what?
ecstasy.
There's a difference between like sexual boners and
Like
entertainment.
entertainment boners, exactly.
I mean,
At the
he's
end of
having an
Avengers
entertainment
Endgame, at the end of Avengers Endgame, when Captain America gets Thor's hammer for the first time, and everybody in the theater stood up and cheered. Everybody not stood up. That's a little overreaction.
Some
but
people did.
Some people did.
People were clapping when that happened.
They lost their mind. That's an entertainment boner. That's the and Thor cheered too in the movie. So it was like the movie was cheering with us. It's just a beautiful, like there are little sublime moments like that.
And you know, I'll argue that entertainment boners are more memorable than sexual.
Dude,
I
will
mean,
never
I would
forget
not disagree.
You know,
I will
people,
never forget the first time watching The Dark Knight. That's what you guys know about the Commodore, that theater.
Yeah.
Down in, yeah. So the Commodore with that sound system, seeing The Dark Knight for the first time and not knowing too much about it. Oh,
see, when you're
telling you.
like 25 years from now, you're not gonna remember that girl you banged in high school, but you will remember when Captain America picked up Thor's hammer.
Oh, that's
You
gonna
might
be-
remember it
that's
if
gonna
it was
be
good
with
enough.
us.
You may not remember
That's
her
gonna
name.
be with us as a culture forever. That's a
Until
moment that we all just get to share.
Until Alzheimer's claims our memories, we'll remember.
Yeah. Even then, maybe it'll claim some of the other stuff that we don't
Take
Oh,
away.
Lord.
I don't
Oh,
need to remember
Lord.
that I like pizza. Just take that memory.
I don't need to remember my grandson's
Oh, my
face.
goodness.
Just let me remember Captain America getting Thor's hammer for the first time.
That's all that matters to me.
That's all I need.
That's it. That's all I care about.
Nah,
Oh.
man. I would agree with you, Ken. I do think that entertainment boners are more they mean more in your life.
I
They
think
mean
I
more
think
than
they just
art.
last longer. I think that's what
They
it is.
do.
They just last longer.
And plus you can't get herpes from a movie.
You can't-
They can affect your mind with her mental.
I
I mean,
mean,
but that's different. It's not physical.
Although I
it's
have
just
seen
digital.
movies like
That's true.
that I feel like I got herpes, like Fant Four Stick
Oh, what the heck?
comes to mind.
What?
It's just like I feel like that movie gave me chlamydia or something.
That sounds like a diseased movie.
The movie itself.
It just sounds bad. It's like, don't touch it.
What a terrible, terrible movie. The director of the movie hates it. The audience hates it. The studio hates it. Everyone hates it.
But what other? Dr. Stone. We could talk about that.
Dr. Stone.
Ken, do you have this on the
watched
clipboard or
Dr. Stone,
something?
Jeremy?
Huh?
Didn't you
Jeremy?
say you watched some of it?
He hasn't watched any of it.
No, I haven't watched.
He
that.
only watched that one anime we watched over there.
Hey, look, that's all that
Is that
matters.
the only anime that Jeremy has ever seen?
Possibly.
No.
He-
Look, don't call
didn't
me out
really
like
resist
Ken. Don't
that.
call me out like that, Ken.
What have you watched? Tell me the name of what you've watched.
Don't matter. Let's keep moving. Anyway, as you were saying.
Anyway, yeah, Dr. Stone is starting to open up a little bit more too.
I like how at the end of it, it's like she's like, I like you because you're so serious about everything you do or whatever, and you follow it all the way through. And I'm like, the cave woman wants to bang the science man. Okay.
It's okay because it's a woman doing it to a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
you
just
get
want to see how he reacts to that.
he gets the green light. But yeah, I think Senku will be down with it. I mean, from his perspective, he's like, Taiju and Yuzihiro, doing their own mission, and he's by himself with this hot cave woman. And it's like, Senku wouldn't do that though. I'm joshing. No, he's got a job to do. he's got a job to do.
I just like to mentally. I know this isn't how it's gonna turn out, but like, they're off going with the murderer person, trying to spy on him and stuff. Senku goes to those places, finds the people. Turns out it's a hot only women and
it's like Amazon's. It's like, and they sentence him to death by Snoo Snoo.
He's the only man they've ever seen in the millennia.
And they all want to bang him specifically above all others after they meet anybody else. They're like, you're not our first man. Like, Senku will just have them forever.
That's when he throws science away right then.
He's like, this is the greatest temptation I have ever faced.
I will get to space by my boner alone. I don't need anything else.
Because I guess we will be able to find out which is stronger now, Senku. Your boner for science or your boner in general? Or just your boner. That's funny.
Ken, you okay over there, man?
It gets out of hand quick.
What do you mean?
You over there dying?
I'm never dying.
It's just funny.
Okay, Ken.
No, Dr. Stone is a really good concept. I read up on the guy who makes it, like the author of the manga, and he's a professor at some university in Japan.
Ooh.
I think he's like a biology professor or something, but or
Makes
maybe an engineer. I can't remember, but yeah, everything in that show is extremely accurate. And they have a disclaimer at the end where they're like, "Yes, everything we're saying is actually accurate, but don't do it.
Don't do it."
Yeah, just don't do it." And that's cool. You know, he's very diligent in making sure he gets all the details right.
Yeah.
There really is no other show like Dr. Stone because it is kind of like it's trying to go back against the tropes of like fantasy anime.
Mm-hmm.
And Senku literally says this. He's like, "I'm going to beat fantasy with science." And so I like that as like an overarching theme of the show is like, no, we're gonna push back fantasy, which is what that dude is, the hunter guy, who punched a lion in the chest when he first woke up.
Fuck that guy.
He killed a lion
in one punch
with his bare fist by punching it in the rib cage, like dead in his sternum. And it's like he just caved in his chest and killed him.
And literally in the next scene he's skinned it and he's
already skinned it and wearing it as a coat.
Oh, wow.
And he has a spear and he's a prop.
I'm quite impressed.
But yes, like you, Ken, I was a little bit disappointed that episode 5 of a new show was filler. That was new.
Oh man, they wasted an episode.
Yeah,
they better give us and make it 25 episodes to make up for it.
Yeah, for real.
They could have made that an OVA or something.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, why not have that like halfway through at episode 12? Okay, it's like I wouldn't like filler at all in a 25 episode new show. You know, Demon Slayer certainly is not going to have any, but or at least I hope not. But
you say that. That's why they
as the words come out of my mouth, I'm like, please don't let there be.
You say that. That's why the credits ran the way they did now, because it's going to be filler for the rest of it.
Oh yeah, episodes 20 through 25 are just all going to be nothing.
I mean, did they ever say it's going to be only 24? Because he definitely did not kill nowhere near all of the people he needed.
No. I'm not saying it's going to be completed at 24. I'm saying like the first season is definitely only going to be 24. They don't. It's unheard of for a new show to have like I guess a 32 to 48 episode series. It's like
D Gray Man, didn't they have something like that? Have a lot of them?
D Gray Man.
It's supposed to be 26 episodes.
I think it's broken. It's still broken up. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Kimetsu is supposed to be. Yeah, supposed to be 26.
Kimetsu is. Yeah, it's going to be broken up. Oh no, it's by no means done. I'm just saying, like the first season is done.
Yeah.
My Hero will be coming back in October. All of these, they've staggered out the releases of the shows so that there's always at least something going on, something big that you care about.
Apparently, when I was looking up now, I found a story where it says Ninja has some praise for Demon Slayer. I'm like, Ninja?
Are you talking about the streamer?
Yeah, he watches that anime apparently.
Well, hey.
Okay.
I'm not going to be a hater. The more people that know about Demon give them more money and popularity, the better.
Exactly. He's posted on Twitter about it. So you know what? All those
funnel all of his
viewers into Crunchyroll subscriptions to watch it.
Yeah. I want that show to make as much money as
I just want it to go all the way through as much as it can.
Yeah. And just don't ever lose that art style.
Yeah.
Like no matter what happens, like that studio has to keep his rights secure because they have people that care. So many other anime art studios just are full of people who don't give a shit, and it's just a 9 to 5 job. And
You know
all of the beauty has been sucked out of the art.
this anime, for some reason, I know it's not kind of related to each other, but just because I guess they're like samurai in a sense, it's made me feel like I have the same vibes of wanting to watch this as like the old Rurouni Kenshin kind of.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's like the wandering, not the wandering, but you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
the swordsman character.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. And like I want to say almost some of the movement feels kind of Samurai Champloo
Yeah.
in a way, like just the way it's so fluid, and like
Yeah.
characters are like darting around and doing spins, but it's all like the camera, not the camera, but you know what I mean. The frame is such that you can completely understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Which once again, like the opposite of that would be the new Berserk anime that
Don't talk about that.
that's no longer going to be made, thank God. So they're not going to reanimate that corpse again.
Mhm.
Probably killed any hopes of any future Berserk projects for the next like 10 or 15 years. But yeah, that show is the exact opposite. You know, movement and the staging of a frame is just it's just garbage. So
But in the episode before this one, they left it on such a cliffhanger too, with that his blade getting cut in half right there.
Yes,
Not
yes.
even in half.
Yeah. So basically, Jeremy, just to sort of bring you into it, the main character basically unlocks a new attack, as is customary in shonen stories. You know, Goku gets Super Saiyan. You know, Naruto powers up with
Right.
with chakra and blah blah blah. So Tanjiro basically recollects a memory of his father and unlocks a technique that can allow him to defeat a really powerful opponent. But Ken is right. There is that plot hole of why didn't he just use this before if he knew about it since when he was a kid? Or maybe it's something you can only do under extreme stress. Like it only really shines in that moment. I don't know.
I mean, they had an explanation, but I kind of didn't want to listen to it, or it's kind of dumb. But he because he learned it when he was a little kid, or learned about it, and like that. And
his father told him of it.
Yeah, and then Zenitsu, the girl who went to go give him the anti serum or whatever, she was talking about that she's heard before that when life flashes before people's eyes, it's them searching for a way not to die from their memories. Yeah. So that's the kind of explanation for that.
Maybe that could be it, and it may be that he never fully mastered it. Yeah. You know, in his childhood, and he sort of like he didn't forget about it, but you know what I mean. Other things just took over in his mind, and yeah, you're right. Maybe that was it because that exact same thing. Actually, no, you're right.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was going for. I knew it was going for that. But and then my favorite part is when the blade like caught on fire before it cut his head off because it had
a little bit of the exploding.
It had Nezuko's blood.
Oh my god! So they get the combo attack and take. Yeah. Oh, so brilliant.
If you actually go to the Wikipedia for his character, that's actually one of his attacks too from that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, it's a breathing technique that allows you to dance forever.
Yeah.
And the gradual like understanding on the part of the demon, whose name escapes me, but the spider demon, him gradually realizing how dope Tanjiro is. Everyone who runs into him is going to, once again, it's a shonen. I don't mind it though. I don't mind the tropes, like the whole "why didn't you use this before" thing. Like I can forgive it, but I think I've gone on long enough about Demon Slayer. What's on your mind, Jeremy?
Yeah.
You get your boners are satisfied, Reed?
No.
I didn't think so.
My entertainment boner is at full mast right now.
Okay.
And
all right.
Was that off stream that we coined that?
No, that was on. That was definitely on here. Yeah,
recording it. Yeah.
Those people heard that. They heard that nice boner that you had, Reed. So who knows? Maybe you'll have some other guys that'll agree with you as well. Probably. I agree with you, Reed. That's all that matters. But I guess I'll go bring it to the nerd side of things. So, a few things. Twitch is getting their own little broadcasting software. So, Ken, there you go. When you start streaming, now you can use that.
Use what? I'm sorry.
Twitch.
Is that sort of an answer to Streamlabs?
In a sense, yes. So it's kind of their idea is to release it to. Well, it's not release it, but it's for people who are looking to start off streaming on Twitch. They have they're pretty much Twitch has created their own software that you can sign up for in a beta to do.
Gotcha.
I signed up for the beta, but I don't know if I'll get it. But if I do, that's gonna be interesting to try that out. But one of the really interesting things, and I think we talked about it before. You guys know I forgot her name, but she was a famous streamer who got in trouble for throwing her cat.
Oh, I cannot remember her name, but
I can't remember her name either because there's been like mad buzz
to Google
going on. So somebody tweeted that I guess she released a statement. Her name is on Twitter is Brookhouse, but she released on Twitter some message. I'm sorry. She wrote. I guess this is in her iOS notes about the situation. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it to you guys. For those of you guys who don't know, basically, this streamer was shown throwing her cat in the air and then also feeding her cat vodka. And pretty much everybody has been in an uproar about it, saying how it's unfair that female Twitch streamers can do something like this and not get banned. But if a guy was to do this, which there was an example of a video of a guy doing that, that men would get banned. So she released a statement, and this is what she said. It's really long, so I'm gonna try to get through this as quickly. So here we go. It states here, to everyone who's been commenting on my social media as of recently, anything I say isn't going to make those who believe I'm a bad person stop believing that, and I'm aware of this. I apologize to anyone who has been affected negatively by the footage. First off, I want to address the uncut footage on the day in particular that the video was filmed. And actually this past week, things in my outside life have been less than exceptional. I am not going to play the victim card or anything of that sort, but I do want to point out that I am rarely as upset as what was shown in the footage. The bubbly, happy-go-lucky Brooke that you often see in my videos is typically an accurate representation of me, but it's obvious that I'm playing up my mood in this video when I'm clearly actually frustrated. That being said, this is not just... maybe this is actually... is this a different person? I think this is the same person. This does not justify me yelling at my dog in the way that I did, and I'm fully aware of that. Should I have gotten as angry as I did in the video? No. I should have raised my voice and yelled at him. No. However, when my 75-pound Doberman is jumping on my face with his mouth open, I do, as a dog parent, have to show him that behavior is unacceptable. But I want to make it...
dog parent.
But I want to make it known regardless of what my dog does. I should not have acted that way towards him. I think this is... I'm sorry. I think this is actually somebody else. But
yeah, there's another one.
There's somebody else.
It
was somebody else. I'm sorry. I got it mixed up. I thought I saw Cat.
Misinformation.
I corrected myself beforehand.
The subject of this article is Canadian Twitch broadcaster Natalia, quote, Alinity Divine Mogollon. Okay. She issued issued an apology earlier this week. Yes, indeed. More or less, the same thing that Jeremis was discussing.
I mean,
where, alcohol with the cat and everything.
So that was Alinity. I'm sorry, this is a different person. So
Alinity.
Alinity. Excuse me. Alinity. So this person is different.
Sort of a loop name. Someone like her would call herself a dog parent. What a pretentious douche. I hate it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just hate that.
Okay. I really don't. I mean, we'll leave a link in the description below since this will also be posted on YouTube if you guys want to check this out. Because I don't want to read all of it because it's very, very long. But the gist of it is that, she's not an abuser. She loves her pets.
I don't hate my animals, and
right, and that her family is getting the dog training, much needed training that she cannot unfortunately afford. And it continues on further with that. But I mean, with situations like this that's been going on, a lot of people, not with this particular situation and the Alinity situation, a lot of people have been, getting upset that it's kind of unfair that Twitch kind of lets female streamers get by versus male streamers get by. So I don't know if you guys keep up with that, but get your thoughts
Mhm.
on that situation. If you've noticed, how unfairness towards one versus the other.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really see too many people abusing animals on Twitch, so I can't really have a
Yeah,
comparison.
this specific situation, I get where you're driving at though, Jeremis. This specific situation is a little bit extenuating, where it's like, yeah, you're right. I mean, how many people do you see on Twitch all the time throwing their cats? It's not a a very frequent occurrence, but no, that sentiment that there is a gender bias on Twitch is I completely agree. There is. And it's not hard to see why. I mean, more men are on Twitch than women, and who do men want to watch? They want to watch gorgeous women and
Mhm.
I want
paint
to watch
their
JKT.
yeah. They want
There
to
you go. Absolutely. I watch somebody like me, the most
They wanna-
beautiful
they wanna watch someone like her throw their cat.
in the world.
But I don't know if it's a gender thing. I haven't really seen a situation where to compare between a man and a woman has happened to, since it's only happened with a female streamer. So I'd have to wait and see the situation. But
Well, there's been a
abuse
situation where there was a Twitch streamer, because I watched a clip and there was a Twitch streamer, I don't remember his name, but they showed that he was drunk with some friends and he chucked his dog, and his friends were like, whoa, what are you doing? And I think, if I remember correctly, and again, I could be wrong, so take this with a grain of salt, that he got banned for a little bit because of that
Let
situation.
me see if I can find an article on that.
You might be able to find it, because he that was something that was also brought up as well. I mean, I'm kind of in the same position as you can. I really don't watch streamers that abuse their animals. The last person I watched that had an animal on the stream was Shroud, and he had his cat. He was really nice to it, so
Yeah.
I don't really watch him. I mean, I don't, and it could be a thing that there is, some inequality going on with gender on Twitch. I'm not really sure, and I don't want to, claim something that's not necessarily true. But if by some chance it is, I mean, let's be honest. Women, of course, the females on there, they know what you're more inclined to want to watch them than you would somebody else. And some guys and other people have problems with that, because they feel that some or all Twitch streamers that are females don't know how to play games, or they don't really make good content. They're just showing their tits and their butt and their body. But I mean, in a sense, I can't necessarily be mad at something like that, because it's like they know what makes them money, and if that's what makes them money, I mean, I'm not gonna stop somebody from making their money. I mean,
Right.
is it wrong or not? I mean, who's to say it's wrong or not? I mean, again, if that's how they're making their money, then I mean, that's how they're making their money. I mean,
Well, I have here not an article, but a YouTube link to that streamer. He is named Only Use Me Blade.
okay,
And yeah, I just watched the clip of him throwing his dog, and he chucked his dog.
Yeah,
Like, it
and-
wasn't.
yeah,
It wasn't like you pick your dog up
and just
put it
like
on the
do a little like,
and then you do a little light toss back onto the ground, like, all right, we're going outside now. It wasn't that at all. He airborne, like that dog. Oh,
it's bad.
I want to take people like this and just break their fucking back.
Ooh, dang.
Like,
He didn't even say hands, he just said back.
I don't hate many people. I don't. I'm a pretty nice,
You're gonna do the Batman on him.
peaceable guy. I can get
He's gonna
along with
bane
most
him.
people.
Oh yeah, there you go. You're gonna bane him.
Animal abusers, no.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't get down on. I don't get down with that at all.
yeah, it's like whether you do it once or you've never done it, and you do it this one time. I mean, for both sides, it doesn't excuse
Hey,
the fact.
I've
that
smacked
you don't.
dogs on the nose. I've done, there.
Yeah, but I'm
there's
sure you're not
disciplines that-
smacking it with full force. You're probably doing like a little tap on the nose, like no.
I'm not balling up my fist and punching my dog in
Right.
the face, which is what somebody like this guy would do.
Yeah, it's like
Because I'm not a piece of garbage. But there is that.
it's just
me
like
see.
it's like, come on. I mean, it's still not okay. So stuff like that to me, it's like, just
Well,
if you gotta do
that's
it, do it off
well,
camera so you don't
there
have
you
that
go.
problem.
So, is this guy even still on Twitch? Is only
be.
Cut Me Blade guy still on Twitch? Let's find out.
Might be.
Because then we'll have a comparable
So
situation.
Ken, when you start doing your webcam, your dog comes around, I bet not see nothing happen, or I'm gonna report
His
you.
face is already pushed in, so they'd blame me. Anyway.
Well, he's a pug. That's just how pugs are. It's like pugs remind me of how a car looks when somebody hits you from the back. and how the front of their front of the car looks. That's what a pug reminds me of.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it. The pug makes you think of a dog that is chasing a car, then the car slammed on its brake. The
No!
dog kept running.
Oh my god.
So apparently,
that's violent.
Only Cut Me Blade has lost his Twitch account and his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gone, as he should be.
Oh yeah.
I'd have to see a clip of her throwing the cat.
Yeah,
So,
you got to.
Well, on a lighter note right now, while you're still looking that up, I don't know if you heard about this anime coming out, Reed. It's an anime adaptation of a light novel, and the light novels, it's based off of one where someone goes into a game. It's not like they're dead and go in the game, like she plays the game or whatever, and this is her character.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really weird how they worded it, but I know what they're going for. The English translation of it is all points are divided to Vit because a painful one isn't light. And it's a girl who only uses a shield in the game, and she cannot take damage because she put so many points in vitality.
So she's just an invulnerable person with a shield.
Oh my goodness.
That's it. And she doesn't have a weapon; she just has a shield. So it's the female version of Shield Hero, I guess.
Yeah, okay. That's funny.
Right on.
Oh, thank you, Ken.
Made by Katakawa.
Thank you, Ken, for reminding. I mean, I guess that didn't really have to do with anything with that, but I mean, it's on the same. It's gaming, so.
Okay. What do you have for game?
No, well, it's on the gaming news. So, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft have agreed to be a little bit more transparent when it comes down to what loot boxes.
Well, they're not being transparent. They're getting the companies.
Well, you know what I mean. The companies are.
Yeah.
You're having companies be more transparent when it comes down to these the loot box situation, actually showing the chances of getting what a rarity in the game.
They're not doing that on PC though.
And they're not doing
Yeah.
it because they want to either.
No, they're definitely not doing it because they want to.
They're doing it because the governments of the world are starting to figure out what it is.
Yeah, they're starting to crack down on that. So
They're like, oh, gambling for kids. That's a no-no.
So,
that's a big no-no.
I mean, you feel it's a step in the right direction, though? This was
It's better than nothing.
It's definitely better than it. Than
I mean, it is better than nothing.
Hey, Jeramis, to borrow a phrase, we can only go up from here. We can only really get better.
That's true. That is very true.
Yeah, I think so.
I was happy. I was surprised to see EA on there because EA, their surprise mechanics, they just stood by that. Which I actually have to say, I am officially done with. I'm officially done with EA. What a
delicious little bit of irony. Surprise mechanic.
Yeah, I know.
You can't be done with EA because you
the-
love.
No.
Yeah,
Okay, so let me tell you what happened.
I don't think.
So let me tell you what happened. So I went to log into my Origin account. I signed in and I couldn't get in. I reset my password. I went to log in and I went to go to my games because Anthem came out with the new content. I was like, okay, well let me go play it. I want to see if it's good or not. So I went to go open it or go to the library to open the game. My library was empty, and I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, well maybe I gotta wait for it to load the game. So I gave it like maybe an hour or so. I went back, still nothing. So apparently my account was hacked, and it's funny because I got an email, and the whole email was in Russian, and I was like, oh no. And then when I went to look at my account, it said created this year, and I'm like, so all the games that I had on Origin are completely gone. And I contacted EA to try to get this resolved. That's not working out so well. So I just uninstalled. I'm like, well, I've given up. I'm not buying these games again.
Welcome to the light side, Jeramis. We're glad to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
We're glad. The fandom menace is glad to have you.
So I was like, well, my Anthem, all my Sims. I was like, well, no more. I guess I'm not buying anything off of there.
I have Battlefield 4, which I got on sale, which is still a good game. I'm not gonna pay for PlayStation Plus to play it multiplayer, but that's the only EA piece of IP that I have.
I have PlayStation Plus for years, so I
actually, you know what? Never mind. I do have Shadow of War. I still have it. I don't play it, but I still have it.
Oh, Reed, you missed it. There was a sale. I think For Honor was free on Epic at one point. I don't know if it's still there.
Is that right?
Yeah, they were having two pretty good games. I was like, oh, let me get both. It was like For Honor and Alan Wake, which is a horror game I really want to play because that it looked good when it was when it came out. I gotta I'm gonna have to. I hate playing horror games, but I love playing them at the same time. So.
I know. I saw you play that one horror game.
What one
You
horror
were
game?
so terrified. When we did that overnight.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, he over here got me crying. No, not really.
I mean, it wasn't that hard.
Oh man. But yeah. Oh, and Death Stranding doesn't show it as exclusively on the PlayStation anymore.
That's because it's probably going to be on Epic Game Store soon. Probably.
I'm telling you, Epic keeps getting a lot of heat, but then they keep buying people up. They're like, oh, come on, come over here to the Epic. Let's get those deals going on. And it's like, I get mad because it's like, I gotta go to Epic to do everything, but I'm like, well, it's not. I guess I'll be okay with it. I was like, I'm gonna go buy it.
There was something I was going to say. I forgot because this one story I saw ate up my memory.
Hang on.
Ate
Well,
up your
while
memory?
you're grabbing that thought, I'm watching a loop of this Alinity throwing her cat.
Oh yeah.
She threw her cat in a similar fashion to how Only Cut Me Blade threw.
Yes.
You guys can watch and judge for yourselves.
I did
obviously.
watch it, and that's what I was like.
Yeah,
See,
she chucked it. She didn't throw it like in a forward direction. She just chucked it up into the air.
See, look, now we all know what the difference is. Cats always land on their feet.
Right, and that
hurt.
was the argument, was that cats are more agile, so it's like,
Yeah,
it's
and
not
they're
that big
more
of a deal.
lightweight, but you're doing the same basic thing, though.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like
Bam.
if your body is moving in exactly an identical fashion to how his was moving, I get it that dogs and cats are different, but the principle, I don't know.
It's the principle.
I know,
No,
I
you're
was
right.
joking.
You're right. Read the principle.
She just slammed like 4 or 5 mouthfuls of vodka. So she's nice and liquored up while she's doing this. That's good.
That helps a lot.
The dude who threw his dog was drunk too. So yeah, I kind of get this now.
The correlation.
There's a
They're
pattern
animals while
going
they're
on
drunk.
here.
I kind of get why people are like, yeah, why is this? Like now that I'm up to speed on it, yeah, I'm kind of seeing it too. Like, is she still there because she's hot and a woman?
See, I'm telling you.
Even,
But I mean,
that's about as far into this as I'm willing to look.
it's like a partial situation going on.
Yeah, I know you guys know who Dr. Disrespect is.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about that situation.
He got banned because his guy followed him into a bathroom, and
Yeah.
So
That's
did he tell that dude to follow him into the bathroom,
I wanted him to. Yeah, I think he did.
or did he just not tell him not to?
No, I think he knew. He knew he was in there. So
Yeah, sure.
So
I guess.
maybe what it is that we want to see women go to the bathroom, but not men, because it's disgusting.
well,
No, I think if someone took a
I'm
camera
joking.
in women's bathroom,
I don't think he was.
that would actually even be worse.
He wasn't actually trying to show them in
Right,
the bathroom.
he wasn't trying to show
that's not what
anything.
he was
no.
doing. It was just the simple fact that legally he didn't tell anybody in that bathroom. First off, you're in a private space. It is a public restroom. I get that, but like it's we all know what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all get where I'm going.
He's like, I'm not gonna sit here and explain it. You get it. Move on.
I was about to go into some long-winded. There's no point. But yeah, man, Twitch is funny.
Is that why ninjas go into Mixer? Because Twitch is just acting crazy.
Oh, then also I saw a story about Twitch was streaming or had advertising porn on his old channel that he's not streaming on anymore.
Oh, ninjas?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Man,
You can look it up on your favorite news place, Jeremy.
My favorite news source is YouTube.
Yeah. No, The Verge.
Oh my god. No, I do not like The Verge like that.
When you did your your technology streams.
Look,
That's everywhere you got it.
It's not my fault that The Verge had all the articles. That was the first thing that came up. It's like, oh, here. Look, don't talk
I'll
about
send it
Nerd
to you,
Talk like
Alfred.
that.
You killed Nerd Talk.
I did not kill it. It grew.
I named it. I gave it the name, and then you're like,
You
"This
didn't
sucks."
give it anything, man. Let's go.
You
ahead
did ask me to pick the name, and I said Nerd Talk.
Oh, maybe I did.
Yeah, it's all right.
Jeremy's caves.
Maybe I did. Because I'm gonna let Ken have his
truth
moment.
finally
I'm
comes
gonna
out.
let him have his moment. Because Ken will believe himself. So if I just tell him it's okay, he'll
I
just.
don't lie to myself.
You do lie to yourself.
That's messed up. Why would you say that?
See, you're lying to yourself right now.
No, I didn't lie about this. There's the article sent to you on Discord.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get it. Oh, I just got it. Ooh.
See you.
Something is in my throat fighting me.
You know, we talked about this before the stream.
That's because Twitch is salty that he decided to leave because he was one of their biggest money makers, one of the top 5, and he just got up and left. And just like, because they removed his his subscribe button too. I said Twitch is salty about the whole situation. They wrote this nice letter. Oh, we were glad that Ninja. They're like, nah, we're not really glad.
I hope that more people start going over to Mixer, like bigger, Twitch people, and it sort of equalizes. I'm not necessarily saying I want Twitch gone. That's not what I'm saying.
I mean, I think competition
just to give competition. You know what I mean? Like competition is always good.
Well, there's still some things on Mixer that have to be taken, like, because Twitch still gives you more sponsors and affiliates than Mixer does. So it's like if Microsoft can really hone in, because I mean, I think this is definitely a big step and a big thing for Mixer. Like because people who didn't know what Mixer is, they're gonna know Mixer now, and they're hoping that with Ninja being over there, it'll definitely bring some more attention to the platform and bring a new kind of audience over, because of course Ninja attracts the young crowd. So you get them over on Mixer, that's not only new audience but also new streamers as well. And for me, it's like, yeah, I definitely would love to see Mixer be up there with Twitch, and there's good competition, because I think Twitch kind of needs it. As always, competition is always good with companies, because it forces them to do things that
better.
They do things better that they weren't doing before. And I mean,
innovate,
to be creative, to innovate.
It drives innovation.
Yeah. So
and,
I mean,
I think YouTube could do with a competitor. By the way.
All right, Ken, let's do it. We're making a YouTube competitor.
I think if we had, I'm not saying that it probably can't be done.
It could be done, but it would take a while. It would take a while.
Oh man.
Because YouTube just has too much of the content,
Right. Yeah.
It's all there. So.
Well, yeah, it's developed. There's a lot of creators on there, so it would take big steps and some time for another competitor to YouTube to come up and grow.
I mean, you have things like BitChute and Minds, which are like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube alternatives.
And what would stop YouTube from buying them up when they got too big? Or before they got too big?
Sure. Yeah, there's that. So,
well, Ken, that's why I said we do it, because we're not going to be bought out by YouTube.
Oh, I'll sell myself out for the right price.
God. Okay,
anyone would sell themselves out for the right price. Make no mistake.
I mean, yeah, it's like, how's $1 billion sound? All right, well, we did our best, guys.
Adding like 4, 5, 6 more zeros onto that number.
Add a couple of extra zeros, and you got yourself a deal. Yeah. That's the intention, to build the platform just so you can sell it to YouTube. Like, here.
That is a good point, Ken. I mean, if you ever want to play a fun yet still scary game with yourself, go on Wikipedia and just look up any random company, and then find out who owns that company, and then just follow that little rabbit hole as far as it'll go.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll eventually realize that there's about 8 or 9 different conglomerates that just own the world.
Yeah.
Like Viacom. Viacom owns so much, it's preposterous. But then Viacom is owned by something else. And you just follow the rabbit hole down, and it's like, wow, there is so much influence concentrated, in these points. So
very true.
That's true.
Look at you over here pressing the button.
Sorry, I had to.
Tyler just messaged me. He said he's at his mom's. So
tell him, you know what?
We're gonna make the announcement here. Sorry, Tyler, you're officially off the top. You're done. You're done. Like I am the godfather here, and we've all agreed. You're done. Back up your bags.
I know you don't have a social media read and use it like that, but have you ever seen the mod where they in Sekiro they replaced the main guy with CJ?
With CJ?
Yeah, from Grand Theft Auto.
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
And
I can look that up. Hang on.
But they have CJ. I saw a video where it was like he was on like a flowery hill or something like that, pulling his katana out. It was the cutscene or whatever.
Yeah, the one you just
and then they replaced the boss with Big Smoke, and then he's having a battle with Big Smoke on the hill. You know what part I'm talking about?
Yeah, here it is. I found the video.
You see the one with where Woody is the character?
Oh yeah, I've seen
that one was pretty funny too. Yeah, so there's a mod that lets you play as Woody in Sekiro. So you're just Woody going around. I'm like, I want to do this. I want to do this. I think that would be fun.
I'm watching the clip.
It's great because they have the voice lines of them in there too.
Oh my god,
CJ.
It's just this.
It's people on the internet
I love
are great.
people working on stuff like this. Like, human beings can make some great things when they put their minds to it. He's like, I ain't got time for this shit. Big Smoke has the big bow on his back.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm really happy about this. I love the internet. The internet is great.
Oh god.
Internet is some of the best people I could ever ask for.
He was like, I can't believe you took my shit. He's like, I can't took my shit.
I ain't got time for this shit.
He goes, that's why your mama treats you like a bitch.
Oh my god.
And they're Oh, this is great, Ken. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, Ken. You're making people's day today.
I might have to get
If anything, I can
Reed,
find you
we're
guys.
telling you, man. We don't want you to get anything else. Just the Twitter. Even though Ken barely uses Twitter like that, but get it.
Is Big Smoke gonna turn into anybody else?
That'd be great.
Because this boss turns into a different person.
I don't know about that.
Let me see.
Ooh, man. Having y'all did a
Oh my
little bit.
god, that's so great.
And that was funny. I'm surprised you haven't seen the Woody one though. That's pretty good too.
Oh, I have seen the Woody one.
Oh, I know you say you've seen the Woody one.
Oh, you're talking to Ken.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I was like, I'm surprised Ken hasn't
The
seen
one
it.
with Woody is hilarious.
That makes me want to get it just so I can mod. That would be awesome.
Sekiro is a great game.
Yeah. Did you ever beat it, Reed?
Yeah, I did. I'm not all the way to 100%ing it. I think I'm at like 81 or 83. But yeah, got all the vitality gems and built the necklace all the way. Upgraded the sword to like plus 32 power, which I think you start out at like 10.
Not bad.
That's not bad at all.
The game has its rhythms that like the fodder enemy become so easy to beat that it's just clockwork. But you don't really have to farm them all that much, and you're mostly just killing them just to get to items anyway, so it's not the biggest deal. But yeah, great game. Some of the best and most aggravating mini bosses I've ever fought. Like their mini bosses, they're From Software is always notorious for them. Like even like some of the mini bosses, like the Hydra in Dark Souls 1, was harder than a lot of the main bosses.
Yeah, that's how some things are with them.
Speaking of which, Ken, did you see people talking about Wolfenstein Youngblood?
No.
Youngblood.
People don't like it.
Yeah,
I mean, I figured that by the reviews.
Yeah, that's how I was talking about the reviews.
Oh yeah, I saw those.
Yeah, everybody was like, "What were they thinking with this game?" I'm like, "Dang, well, I guess I'm to be glad I didn't spend $30."
The top video on Google is Wolfenstein Youngblood is the second worst game I've ever played.
Jeez, so what's the first? Fallout?
New Vegas, yeah. Not New Vegas.
Oh,
Oh, Ken.
Dang! Look,
It's not New Vegas.
Look what you did.
Fallout
That's what
fans
trigger
would-
people.
Fallout
You
fans
triggered
would-
Reed hard, boy.
Fallout fans would hang you in a parking lot if they heard you say.
I hate Fallout New Vegas. What? You just see
It's
Ken
like
running
saying,
down the
"Hey,
street.
Empire Strikes Back, worst Star Wars movie. absolutely sucks. Like just a
True,
turd of a
true.
movie.
Ooh, Ken, you got to be careful, man. Think before you speak, man. Reed
glad I
almost came to
triggered
your
him, bro.
house.
I'm glad I triggered him. He'd come over here anyway because there's a rallies down the street.
I mean,
There is a
I
rally.
mean,
I thought we were
I
supposed to be
would
doing
too.
it. See, Reed, I thought we were supposed to be doing this over my place so we can get rallies.
Wow. So you wait until I leave to go ahead and start having people over your place. Okay, cool.
Me and Tyler's been at my place.
I mean, but that's Tyler. I didn't know him before.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
So I know.
And you already cut him out of your life now.
I
So
didn't cut him out of the life. He's still a part of it. He's not all the time. I'll let him back.
is that even really a part of your life though? If you cut him out of that?
No, maybe, I don't know. I'll let him back in. He's back in. Look. Tyler's not even here. He's already back in. He didn't even do anything.
See, you're welcome, Tyler. I made him feel bad, and he put you back in.
I didn't feel bad. I just felt bad for his situation.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're on the top. On off the top.
I'm on the top, on off the top. Yes.
Now you're on the top.
I'm gonna get that.
This is mine.
That's the shirt. Reed, you just
Mhm.
made another shirt. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to Las Vegas, or not Las Vegas, LA, and we're gonna go to. We're just gonna have those. We're just gonna all wear the shirts.
Our mascot for Off the Top should be the new version of Wheezing, which has a top hat.
Okay.
The new version.
We're gonna have one. We're gonna get somebody
Have you
new.
seen him?
Who is it?
No, hang on.
Wheezing from Pokemon, the new Pokemon game.
Hold on, let me look at him real quick.
He looks like a Victorian era
Oh yeah,
Oh, he
yeah.
People are like, he looks like he's a bong or something like that. I'm like, no, he doesn't. He looks like he's an
kinda
old
does
ass
look-
businessman.
he's
He looks
also
like he's an
got-
old businessman, but he also does look like a bong. I can see
He
it.
also has. He does look like a bong. He has a smoke mustache.
Yeah, and a
green
smoke beard and eyebrows.
And his other head has a beard and eyebrows.
His story is his background is that he takes in pollution and puts out clean air now.
Oh, so he's
in this version.
Oh, so they turned him around.
Yep. He's a reverse one. He's
He's
good for the environment now.
He's
So
you
he's a
wanna see
support.
Wheezing in your neighborhood.
Yeah, you want to see businessman wheezing around.
you see that man with a top hat, you know your air is gonna be clean.
He tips the top hat down when he meets you, and he goes, "Want to take a rip?"
Take a rip of this fresh air.
Take
Yeah,
a
take
rip.
a rip of this chronic.
Top of the
ass fresh
morning
air.
to you. Take a good rip of this hair.
Oh God, someone made a picture of the new girl from the Pokemon game just smoking the wheezing.
Oh man.
I'm gonna send it to you. I found it.
Oh, I need to see this.
Link that in the Discord, please.
I'll just post it in there. I'll just upload the photo.
Let me
Please
see,
do.
I might be able to find.
I'll
it.
put it in off the top chat.
Okay.
Oh
now
my
you're good.
God, this hat goes on and on.
That's a long
The
hat.
image that the first image I saw was tiny in comparison.
That's great.
I'm looking it up and I see a T-shirt with
See, I'm trying to
Snorlax
look it up.
smoking wheezing like it's a bong.
See,
And
I
then
looked it
next
up.
to
I
that
tried to look it
picture-
up, but it didn't work. Oh, hold on. Maybe I got it.
Next
No,
to
I
that
already
picture
uploaded it. Stop looking
is a
now.
wheezing inspired Pokemon. Let's call it a tobacco smoking device.
There you go.
Let's
I
call it
posted it in the group
a
chat.
device
And
for
this-
the
Oh
purposes of
my
smoking tobacco.
goodness.
Oh, that's just great.
Oh, this is
If
great.
there was any way Jeremis could link that in the stream so that could find that if
I
if
most
he wanted.
certainly will. Let me zoom in because I gotta see something.
Also, they made a new version of Zigzagoon. It has two evolutions
I
now.
want to understand how her skirt is able to
Nice.
cover her parts.
Because censorship.
That skirt is very bendable. Just saying.
Yeah, well,
There-
stop trying to look at this underage girl's skirt.
I'm
What are
not
you
looking
talking
at it.
about?
I'm just trying to understand how that makes sense.
Don't try to understand.
You
There's
know,
a lot of
I think
wheezing
you-
inspired.
you want to,
pipes.
hey Ken, you want to take a hit of Louise?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, man.
You sure, man?
That ain't me.
Are you sure about that? I saw
Oh
you.
my
I saw you down the
God!
street.
There's this horrifying picture of wheezing, which is probably what he would
Don't
look
look
like
too
in
deep.
real life.
Don't look too deep.
It's deviant art.
Yeah, no, you're going too deep. That's the bad
All
site to
right,
be
you're
on
going
for
to the
this.
dark side, Reed. You better get out. You better get out now.
Dark side.
You better get out now.
Jeremis will tell you he's been to the dark side.
Yeah, Jeremis
It's
has
Ken's
seen
fault.
Scat porn.
Diaper dating websites.
Yeah, diaper dating.
I have no respect for you, Ken.
Oh my God! Look at this one. This is like a Lovecraftian version.
Oh,
this one actually looks cool.
Look what you done did to this man.
Yeah, but he's not looking at the bad stuff.
He has
Reed knows how to use the internet.
I know how to use the internet too.
I've been around the block.
He knows that if he's on Google protected search, he's in the wrong place.
This website is not secure. Do you wish to continue? I don't think so.
Well, yes, I think I would now that you mentioned it. Did you see the millennial Pikachu they added too?
I have not. No.
There's a millennial Pikachu, and if he gets hungry, he turns into hangry mode, as the developers called it, hangry mode.
What is the command to screen cap?
I thought you were about to say to kill yourself.
I only know how to use the.
Jesus, Ken.
After hearing about millennial Pikachu having a hangry mode, I was like, dang, it got dark.
Ken.
You thought millennial Pikachu would be enough to cast me into the dark?
After everything added together, maybe.
Oh yeah, the collective. No, I don't care about new Pokemon that much. It can be whatever it is.
I'm kind of upset they're getting rid of them. The old ones, a lot of the other ones from it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep playing, obviously the old games, but also maybe invest in a DS, get a couple of games on that. But I also have my Switch where I have Pokemon Let's Go,
but
which has all of the Pokemon ever up until I guess this next generation. This one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. What is this one? That like the 8th?
Something like that, 8th or 9th, I think.
8th or 9th.
Yeah. One thing I will say, which I saw from another podcast that made sense to me. How are they're going to make an excuse saying they just can't have any more Pokemon in there because it's too much animation and too much. But the animations these Pokemon do are literally to just move around in circles or something like that in a battle. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think about it, you've seen those PlayStation 4 Digimon games and how good they look and everything's animated perfect and everything looks great. And they're adding more as they keep going. I'm like, how are you going to tell me that Pokemon,
a multi-trillion-dollar
and infinite money cannot is just simply too hard to animate every Pokemon.
As Dave Chappelle calls "fuck you" money.
And you're telling me Digimon, the ones who died and didn't have any type of for the longest time, they weren't popular. They had nothing going on for
success.
them. And then they can make a game that looks, plays, and acts way better than yours.
Honestly, I totally forgot about them.
See, now you're just.
Digimon were pretty cool when I was a kid, but I like.
I can.
Digimon did look cooler than the Pokemon, honestly, when they digivolved and stuff.
When they evolved, yeah. When they were just the normal chibi versions of themselves. I mean, it was. Eh.
They're not even going to have Mega Evolutions in this one either.
Really?
Yeah, they're not. They got Mega Evolution isn't carrying over. Instead, they brought up the new forms like the fucking Weezing, and they're going to bring those big versions of themselves. Like no one asked for that. I don't want a giant Pikachu. Make it Mega Evolve into Picador or something like that. A dragon Pikachu.
You're like Pikachu.
Pikachu. He just gets a Fu Manchu and he gets. No, he's a fighting electric.
He suddenly has a sleeveless denim jacket, like a cut-off denim jacket on, and he's just got big burly knuckles. His arms aren't like little twigs anymore.
Yeah,
I'm looking at a not a hoodie.
Here is the millennial Pikachu, and then when he turns into hangry mode, the regular form of that Pokemon, he's not really Pikachu, but he's electric now. So, and the original form of him, the yellow one, is his full belly mode, as he's called in the game.
And then when he's hangry, he goes into his dark mode.
The evil one, yeah, when he's hangry.
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all doing? You named it hangry mode. Come on.
Yeah, like, what are we doing?
Of course.
First, you're telling me you can't get all the original Pokemon or older Pokemon in there, but you have time to make a Pokemon that has a hangry mode.
That has a hangry mode. This is where our money's going. Priorities.
They're just gonna have Fortnite guy in there as a Pokemon, probably.
Oh my god, no.
Well,
please.
in some of the other generations, they had the trash bag and the ice cream.
Garbodor, yeah, I love Garbodor actually.
Garbodor.
He's Garbodor. That's his name.
Hang on, let me look him up.
Garbodor, you're looking him up.
Yeah.
You look at.
He's just a mass of sentient garbage.
That's
There's a meme of him drawn in a really crude, low resolution way, and he's crying, and he's like, "Save Garbodor."
You know what's the best thing too about it is if you look up his like Pokedex entries and stuff, Muck is his natural enemy.
Really?
Yeah, him and Muck are natural enemies to each other. I think the Mucks try to eat them and stuff because they're just a big pile of garbage. That's what Muck likes.
Is he like? Obviously, he's weak against Muck. Is Muck therefore weak against him, or Muck is just super powered?
I don't know. Honestly, I think Muck is just more powerful than Garbodor. If you actually go deep into Pokemon and look up their stats and stuff, Mucks are stronger than them.
There's a thing on Bulbapedia that's
Yeah.
that's his head is a dumpster.
Garbodor is best.
He just looks so miserable.
I just want a team of only Garbodors and just name them after all my friends.
6 Garbodors. Like, you're all garbage.
And just
Yeah,
name
all
them after my
garbage,
friends IRL.
I did that with animals in Ark. Like I would name my dolphin Nick Garland, who's this dude I fuck with.
I'll name my Garbodor that goes out first, Jeremis, so he just dies instantly. Yeah, see?
I'll do that on XCOM too.
You know-
I'll name
you know I
soldiers
can.
after my
You know, I can't. Meet me after this podcast. Meet me outside after this podcast.
All right, just come back.
All right, I'm on my way. I'm
I
driving.
see you moved away for a reason.
No, I did. I didn't move away from that.
Damn.
Wow. Okay. You know what? What games do we have? We're gonna have to play. We're gonna have to fight each other in these games. I'm a
Look,
1v1 you.
We're gonna have to get the Java version of Minecraft. You already got it, but I gotta get it so
I
Reed
know.
can play with us.
Yeah.
Because apparently the Windows one won't work for him.
I already got it. So I mean,
Was that it? Like
No.
the Windows version of it?
it was the
No,
Win-
it's just
it
not-
was no. It's just
What-
since you're having difficulty with Windows 10, because Ken wants to put more stuff on there, and you got to do the regular version to do that.
Yeah, the Java.
Good old Java coming through.
Yeah, I had it. I had Minecraft already purchased on the Microsoft Store. I guess it carried over from when I bought it on the 360.
Oh, okay. Yeah, probably did. Especially
Oh
if you
my
logged into
God.
the same account.
I'm just getting lost in these pictures of Garbodor.
Stop! You're falling down the Garbodor.
Falling into the depths of the Garbodors.
I'm falling into the Garbodor.
Oh my goodness.
It's eating me. Help me, guys.
Garbodor is dragging me down into his grimy depths.
Help me, Muck.
Help!
You know what?
There's a
No.
picture of him as a character from Venture Bros.
Stop. Why? Who makes these?
I don't know.
You know what? I really hope they have a new version of Tyranitar and they just put him in a big leather jacket.
Oh my god.
Or put him in a dress.
What is wrong with Ken?
You remember Tyranitar, don't you?
Well, I like Tyranitar. He's
Yeah,
one
I
of
can
the
just
best.
imagine him in a big leather chest, and he just big leather jacket. And he just looks like one of those fucking punks. He's gonna be a what's the one I'm looking for? A tunnel snake.
No, yeah, it's gonna be a tunnel snake. Tunnel snakes rule.
My god. You know what,
Garbodor
Ken?
is an anime girl with a robot on.
Ken is
Is it? Did you find that?
I did.
Put it in the chat.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What is happening? What is happening?
How do I
Hold on.
how do I do that?
I just saved it. I just right clicked and saved, and then I
save
just dragged
link
it.
I
It should
guess
say
it's
save image
image.
as.
Oh yeah, here.
Be there. I just deleted a category. You figured it out, Reed?
Yeah.
You know, Ken, you gotta watch out for Ken. Sometimes he doesn't stuff. Ken, where'd you
I'm gonna
go?
have to remember to delete this. I don't want someone to. If something happens to me, I don't want someone to find this. On
Oh my
the
God.
That's how
You'll
they,
find it in your
that's how
search
they
history
remember
anyway,
you.
It's too late.
They're like, what the fuck was this dude into?
That's how they
He's
remember
looking
you.
at an anime version of a Pokemon. Or an anime waifu version.
That's funny.
Christ. Oh.
Ken, you're gonna have to tell Tyler. He's gonna have to step up his game.
Tell Tyler what?
Step up his game.
Wow, what's he been doing?
Nothing. That's the problem.
Oh, that is true.
Tell him he's gonna have, if he wants to be the number 4, he's gonna have to show himself worthy.
Yeah. I'll pass on a message.
Good. I'll pass it on.
Though
to
you
him
know,
as well.
you say you're in control, so you should be telling him.
You said that you're the king. So, as the king, it is your job to
All
tell
right, as
him.
long as I'm in the center of the next picture you draw.
Yeah. So about that, it's you're not in the center.
I'm not even in it. Okay,
You
good.
are in
Perfect.
it. You'll see it. I finished it. I'm gonna send it in the Discord.
Did you finish it?
Yeah. I told you.
Proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I think on that note, I'm gonna go ahead. Well, we're gonna go ahead and end it here because Reed he's been to the dark pit. We gotta have to get him out.
Yeah.
If
So,
you find
I don't
Pokemon
think
waifus, you're
I
made it
don't
to the
think
good
there's
spot.
anything-
oh, okay. But thank you guys so much for joining us on Off the Top. We will be returning once again on the Sunday after next to give you more sweet serenading news and love in the air. Maybe next time we'll have our 4th with us. Maybe he'll actually show up this time. I don't know.
Mhm.
We'll see. Thank you guys so much. If you're listening to this on Spotify, hope you guys enjoy. People listening on YouTube, thank you. Make sure you subscribe. We appreciate it. And then every time you subscribe, Ken makes a little bit more money and he gets fed.
It's true.
So let's get this man fed, all right? Let's get him full. And it's
I'd go as far as saying if you don't subscribe, you are just garbage.
oh, you heard it here first. If you don't
I'll go
subscribe,
there.
you're garbage.
You don't want me to think you're garbage.
No, you don't. Come on, man.
I think that already
Reed
has
is the
happened for me.
popular one between us 3. Let's be honest. He's the one you want. His word is
My word carries from mountain to mountain.
yes. If you're going into an interview and you bring up his name, you get the job instantly.
Yeah.
Not even a
They
question.
start frantically. Oh, you know Reed? Wait, oh my God, hang on. Oh, we gotta put this interview on ice.
It's like, okay, you got the job, man. It's like, thank you. So until next time, guys, thank you guys so much for listening in and joining us, and we will see you guys on the next episode.
Yep, take it easy,
Farewell,
everyone.
friends.